Brooke, and I work at the Bureau of Fearless Ideas. As a programs manager, we are a writing and tutoring center. All our programs are free. We have lots of programs, but tonight you're going to hear students read from our tutoring program, from Saturday workshops, and from field trips. The students who read from field trips are actually going to read classes, stories that were written collectively by classes of younger kids. So, yeah.
Very cool. I'm Dave. I'm the artistic director of Interrobang. I always ask this question before we do a show here. We perform here every month. Has anybody here not been to an improvised show before? Okay, good. So here's what you need to know. We're making everything up as we go along. We haven't scripted anything in advance. We're going to take what's coming at us and we're just going to make up a whole story as we go along. We perform here the second Thursday of every month except for next month. We create a new format every month. This format is one that we created last year when the big writing conference was in town. We paired up with a literary magazine and had some really great writers come and read in between our improv. So we'll start a story and then we'll have some readers and then we'll let what they've read influence our story in some way. So that's pretty much how we're going to go. Thank you, Brooke.
Yes, thanks all for coming.
So to get us started, I'm going to move this over just a little bit so we got a little more room. What we would like is the title of a story that has never been written before.
Abracadabra doesn't work.
Abracadabra doesn't work. Great, that's our title.
Thank you.
I didn't break it.
It's okay, it's only a coffin, okay? It's only a coffin.
But it snapped in half, and I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
I know, well, it's supposed to snap in half because it's supposed to cut you in half. Not literally.
Oh, okay.
It's magic.
Okay, good.
You know abracadabra?
Oh! So I get inside that, and then you cut me in half, but not really.
Right, exactly. Let me show you how this works. Come over here. No, come here. Come here. See?
We need a checker and register 3. A checker, register 3.
I gotta go to the front. I gotta go deal with some customers.
Okay. I'm just gonna fool around with it, so I trust
Okay,
it.
don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
Whatever you do, don't hit that red button.
Oh, I won't.
Okay, don't hit the red button.
So big.
Guillaume, I think it is time that you got a job.
Yeah? Yeah, that's a good job.
That is all you have to say? You have been living here rent-free for 3.5 years. I think it is time that you pulled your own weight.
There's not much to pull.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That is true. There is not much to pull.
No.
It has been very easy for me to pull your own weight for quite some time.
I really appreciate it.
So I tell you what I will do. I'm going to take you down to Walgreens and you are going to put in an application, okay?
You think you hire me?
I hope so because I'm starting to get a hernia, Guillaume. And at this stage in my life, it takes a long time to recover from a hernia operation. When you are a small child, the recovery process is much quicker, but I am old now, as you can see from the gray beard on my face.
You're such a good gray beard.
Well, thank you very much. You're such a flatterer, Guillaume.
I am.
That is why I've allowed you to stay here rent-free for 3.5 years.
Could you take me to the kitchen?
Of course, Guillaume, it would be my pleasure. Here we go. Off to the kitchen we go, Guillaume.
This is my favorite.
Hey, Pops.
Hello, Samantha. I'm just weaving.
Yeah, it looks great. I think you're right. This is going to be one of your masterpieces.
It better be. It's huge.
I have great news.
What? What is it?
I got a job.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to help support you so you can keep weaving.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried that I'd have to give up my weaving.
No, I know it's the most important thing in your life. I wouldn't want you to lose that.
I mean, you're great too.
Thanks, Pops. I'm alright.
I really like you, Samantha. You're the best.
Yeah, I really like you too, Pops. So my job, I'm the magician's assistant.
Oh my goodness, that sounds
Yeah, I
fantastic.
get to wear like a fancy gown and everything.
Aren't they usually like really sexy?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
usually.
that's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
Great job. When do you start performing?
Oh, well, tomorrow night. I was hoping you could come. You know, if you're not.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, I get a +1. I can get you in.
You see how far along I am, and if I stop, then I'll
Yeah.
forget where I'm at.
I thought about that, but you're always saying you're looking for the next inspiration, and this magician, oh golly, he is talented.
Really?
Yeah, I think he might inspire you. The final act, he cuts me in half, but not really.
Oh, okay. Well, you just spoiled it for me. I feel like I was there.
Well, there's a lot of other stuff too, and rabbits and cards and hats. Yeah. It'd be really swell if you could come.
You really want me to go?
It would mean a lot, you know. You're all I've got, Pops.
I suppose I could tie this up.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go get my math homework done.
Good work.
Bye.
Great, we're gonna have our first reader now. Our first reader is Lily Gray.
So hi, I'm Lily Gray, and I'm reading a story that I wrote in after-school tutoring. So it's pretty random, no real inspiration, but it's called Sliding Ice Horses. So, I shake my mane, letting chunks of ice fly out and scatter among my brothers. Are you ready? I turn to see Mary, my mother. I know you will make me proud. She trotted over to me and we nuzzle noses. Will you be heartbroken if sugar gets me? I whinny. I've been preparing myself for years. I will be fine. She wraps her hoof around my leg and then gallops off back to the stables. My rider walks over to me and pats my nose. Okay, Rusty, let me explain the rules. Sliding ice horses is a very complicated game. When you hear the gunshot, you have to run onto the ice in boxing gloves and a lance strapped to you. I will be riding you, and you will try to punch/poke other horses and riders. Slowly, the ice will melt, and then I will begin to surf you. Any horses that die will be eaten by Sugar, the giant squid. The last 5 horses and riders left will have calamari for dinner. I roll my eyes. That is so obvious. I fit my hooves into the boxing gloves, slide into my lance, put my rider on, and I'm ready. Ready, the announcer says. Set, boom! I slide onto the ice and start randomly rearing and punching, and before I knew it, I was being surfed on. Somehow it was easier than I thought, and all I can say, Sugar tasted delicious.
Really great. All right, next up we have Miles Rapaport.
Hello. This piece also has no real inspiration. It's more philosophical. I should just begin. For many ages before us, we have wondered what lies in the stars beyond. Even as cavemen, we stared into the night and marveled at what may hide far into the universe. After all, the Milky Way is just a grain of sand on the beach of eons. This curiosity, this thirst for knowledge sparked countless imaginations. These imaginations generated works of fiction, tales of faraway planets, stories of aliens and interstellar journeys. And now, in this day and age, we are on the rim of making many fantasies a reality. Many great minds focus their innovational power to building interstellar spacecraft. Could you imagine being on a spaceship as it launches? You hear a great roar from under you as the massive engine turns on. The ship shakes and bounces as the captain shouts directions and order over over a PA system. The ship rattles one last time, and the ride suddenly grows smooth. Lift off! You peer out the porthole and watch as you hurtle towards the inky black of space. Getting to space is one thing, but surviving in space is another. You have surely heard the tale of the pilgrims on the Mayflower and all of their hardships. Space travelers on colony ships will face many of the same problems, along with a whole nother lot of difficulties. Food shortages, illness, air leaks, these are just some of the difficulties that will plague us as we travel onward or to the next frontier. Put yourself into the boots of a space traveler. Your stomach grumbles as you peer into the greenhouse window. The food rations have been tiny for the last week. They say the plants in the greenhouse will be ready in a few days, but that was a week and a half ago. But the plants look so green and lush. You want to break the window and stuff all the plants in your mouth. Most likely, that would get you thrown out the airlock. Space travel may not be glamorous and actually pretty cruddy, but once we land, exploring will commence almost immediately. We constantly imagine lush jungle planets with bountiful food and no harm. However, this is very unlikely. We will most likely find a barren desert planet with little riches to offer, but in a barren desert, treasure may hide.
Awesome, that was Miles. Now we have Arvind Flanagan. That's a lot of names.
My name is Arvind Flanagan, and this is a story that I wrote in my Stop and Jot notebook at tutoring. Okay, so there is a guy who owns 15 things. Don't ask me why, but my 15 things are a knife, the digits of pi, a onesie, an iPad mini and a charger, a pack of hair ties, cute boots, a car, a laptop, the show Supernatural on DVD, math homework, your face, sewing machine, fabric, exit sign, and my BFF.
Pops, I've come to see you, my friend. Where are you, Pops? I know you're in here somewhere. Aha! Let us nuzzle noses. It's so good to see you.
It's
as
so
always,
good to
Pops.
see you, Reggie.
Your work is beautiful as always, my friend.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, it is.
It must take you so long to craft each individual tapestry.
Yes.
I have something that might make your work shorter, my good friend Pops.
I find that hard to believe, Reggie,
I
but
have-
if anyone could do it.
I have a massive engine. I have it in my red flyer wagon.
Ah. Okay.
Hook this up to your loom.
Ah.
The sound might deafen you. Ugh! But such short work it will make of your weaving. Think of all the things you could do with your time, Pops.
Yes. I could start another weaving.
And then, yes, or you could do something other than weaving for a change. You could get out into the world. Meet more people than just your old roommate, Frenchie, and your new roommate, the one whose name starts with an S that I can never remember.
Oh, Samantha.
Samantha. I was going to say Stephanie, but I knew that was wrong.
Yes. No, sometimes I forget her name. She's not my roommate. She's my daughter. So this engine.
How did you find time to have a daughter when you spend all of your time weaving?
You know, I
Did
never
you
thought.
make her, Pops? Was she woven from magical yarn? Is she really just like a cloth version of Pinocchio who's been brought to life like a real boy but a girl instead?
She is very absorbent.
Interesting.
I find little strings all over the place.
Get me a glass of water, I want to test.
I was just on my way up to Stargaze.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Franchi.
Oh.
Also Filion.
Hi, Franchi Filion.
So
Leon, here's your water. You were so
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait, why did you do that?
She is very absorbent.
I don't have any other clean clothes.
It's all right. It seems to be going right into your skin.
Samantha, did I weave you?
What? No, you've never left me.
That was the worst pun I have ever heard. Yes.
No, it is understandable, though. I was concerned that I wove you.
Did you?
I'm asking you, Samantha. I have little to no clue. I get into my weaving and I lose days, weeks, months.
You know I don't remember anything before last year. You said it was because of that head injury.
That's true. This is very interesting indeed.
Yeah, but since when Mom passed. You
You
always
know-
said it was because we were ejected from the airlock.
Oh, I just dropped the glass without even thinking about it. You know, I worry now that if I leave this engine on your loom, that you might create an entire army of woven people.
I think there's only one way to find out.
I think we should not find out. It scares me very much.
Are you saying I'm not a real girl?
You look like a real girl, but you absorb like a real sponge.
Is that why I always feel like an outsider and I have no friends?
It might just be because you are Pops' daughter.
You could be the fruit of my loom.
No, that was the worst part.
How can I ever trust you again?
Hey, I need to get down to the end of the aisle. Can you carry me over there? I'm just not used to walking, so. I'm sorry, I'm new.
Oh, you're the guy corporate sent down.
Yeah, sure. I'm Guillaume.
Tony.
Tony?
Magic Williams.
Tony Magic Williams.
That's right.
Now that's a name.
Yeah, and it's true.
You mean you do magic?
No, I mean my name is Tony Williams.
Magic to
And
you?
also magic, yeah, of course. That's why I do
magic?
magic.
Can you turn me into something? Oh, I know. Turn me into an ice horse.
That is so obvious.
Turn me into an ice horse.
Everybody wants to be an ice horse these days.
Come on, turn me into an ice horse and you like surf on me or something.
I don't have that.
You don't have that magic?
Not yet.
Not yet.
What's wrong with your legs?
Well, they're made out of squid, so I can't really move them on my own. If I try really hard, I can keep them still. But if I lose concentration, they just...
Well, do you want the job here or what?
Yes.
Well,
I already started tagging things. I thought I'd get a...
How did you...
Well, the door to the back was open.
You know how to operate one of these things, man? You gotta have a...
Yeah, my name is Guillaume Tag Operator Guillaume. There I'm like,
Well, stock them. You're good. Not even Tony Magic Williams could do that.
I heard he's the best.
You've earned your name tag. It's really long. Guillaume. Box Stalker Guillaume.
Yeah. You've inspired me to try to walk. I tried.
All right. What aisle do you need to get to now?
Just on three.
Time for our next reader. Up next we have Rowan Murray.
Hi there. So the next three stories were all written by 3rd to 5th grade classes from the Seattle school area. Me and the next 3 readers will be reading them. They do not have endings. That is all for your imagination. Enjoy! It was the 637th day of Rando Taco Manda's world tour. Rondo was the most famous taco in all of Tacotopia, a singer. And tonight was the most important show in the whole tour. Tonight's show is super expensive, and my reviews haven't been very good lately. Rondo thought, I need to do my best singing for my mom, the musical critic, or else my career is in trouble. As Rondo walked on stage at the Super Taco Jalapeno Hall Mexican restaurant, try saying that 3 times fast, he felt nervous and excited. He felt like there was some hot sauce in his stomach. He could see his mother, Tacolina, in the audience, writing in her reporter's notebook. Ronaldo began to sing his famous hit, Taco About It. The crowd went wild. Anyway, went wild. As he reached the highest note, he felt a strange sensation in his shell and heard a crunching sound. A bean fell next to his feet. His taco shell had cracked. The crowd, who had been cheering for him, fell silent. Oh, you guys are doing it. You could hear a shred of lettuce drop. All of the tacos sitting in the front row had jumped out of their seats. I'm not going to ask you. No. Except for Tacolina. She was still sitting in her fancy leather seat, but Ronaldo could not see the expression on her face. Ronaldo knew he had to fix this situation. There had to be something he could do to make this the best show of his tour, and to be continued.
Awesome. Next up, we have Brooke. Is it Gilletta? Is that how you pronounce it? Brooke Gilletta, everybody.
Hi, my name is Brooke Gilletta, and this is a story called Zompire, the Old Friend. Wow, it sure is lonely in this abandoned amusement park. Bonnie Bill the Chihuahua thought sadly. Ever since aliens turned me into a zombie, I've been so scary looking that nobody wants to be around me. Bonnie Bill decided to try and cheer himself up with a ride on the Haunted Idol roller coaster. A long time ago, when he was a regular dog, and before the park was abandoned, it had been his favorite ride. After his 23rd ride on the Haunted Idol, he decided to take one more ride before going home. As he reached the highest point, a huge gust of wind boomed right out of his seat and up into the air. I'm gonna blow away, Bonnie Bill thought as the wind rushed into his ears. He landed in a pool of water outside of a dark cave surrounded by piles of bones. Come closer, a voice whispered in a low voice. Hi, Bonnie Bill replied. How you doing? Please come in. Would you like a cup of tea? The voice had changed. Now she sounded cheerful and friendly. Bonnie Bill peeked into the cave. He couldn't see much, but it smelled like sugar. Oh, pardon me. I'll turn on the light. I can see in the dark by myself. Suddenly, 100 candles burst into a flame. Bonnie Bill saw who had been speaking to him. She was a vampire wearing a tuxedo. And she looked very familiar. Sophie Mozzarella, what have you been doing? He asked in surprise. Well, ever since I was turned into a vampire, I've had to live in this cave. It's not very nice, since there's always angry mobs outside. In fact, I think there's one coming right now. Thank you.
Gilletta. Next up, we have another Gilletta. Oh boy, Jonas? What is it? What? Jonas. Gilletta.
Okay, this is Ant Gone Bananas. I smell something delicious in that suitcase. Lulu nibble eggs. The ant thought that she crawled through the airport. That reminds me of my kitchen back home in Antwerp. I have to check it out. Lulu climbed up the side of the suitcase and slipped inside the zipper. It was dark in that suitcase, but she recognized the smell now. It was bananas. It was her favorite food. Lulu could not control herself. She ate through the whole bunch of bananas. I feel strange, Lulu thought. The suitcase felt like it was getting smaller and smaller, squishing her. Pop! The suitcase zipper burst open, throwing her out into a dark room. There was a loud whirling noise as if she were inside a huge buzzing bee. Where am I? Am I trapped? Lulu wondered. She was still growing bigger and bigger. Suddenly, there was a bright light, and the floor seemed to drop beneath her. A human face was staring at her, looking extremely surprised. Ah! The human screamed. Ant! Lulu tumbled out into the aisle. She was so big now that there was hardly any room for the humans, who were scrambling away from her in terror. Hey, a voice yelled at Lulu from the snack cart. It was the ketchup bottle. Come over here. I can't, I'm too big, Lulu replied sadly, kicking her legs in the air. I'm stuck. I know just the way to help you. We just need to...
Hello? Yes, you, squid-legged boy.
Yeah? What?
Have you seen a girl who looks slightly woven?
Hang on, I'll try to watch it. Hang on, I'm coming. It just takes me a while.
I understand.
Let's go.
You walk as though these were your first steps.
Well, I mean, they kind of are.
Easy, you're spooky.
Whoa, sorry. Move it. Easy.
Easy.
My legs are kind of made out of calamari.
It's okay. It's okay. I can calm her down. Have a taco.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was watching Supernatural and just get so into that show. You know?
It's a wonderful show, but forget about it.
Okay.
I need to find my daughter. I think.
Okay. You said she's kind of woven?
She...
Do you know, like, the dimensions? My mind kind of works that way. I'm a professional stock boy now. I'm a pretty big deal, so my mind automatically goes to how it would fit on a shelf. So how would she fit on a shelf?
I can tell by looking at you, you are a post-stalker. She's about this tall.
Okay.
She's about this big.
Okay.
She's soggy.
Okay, hang on. Let me...
Yes.
I'm imagining
yes.
her.
Okay, yes. Please, stock boy, please, visualize quicker. I need to find her.
I think I've seen her. My manager, Tony, we work at Walgreens. I mean, we're a pretty big deal for a Walgreens. But,
yes, tell me.
She's his assistant. Good magic.
Yes, where can I find her?
Oh, she's usually there around between 2:30 and 3 on Wednesdays.
Thank goodness it is just that time
Oh.
and just that day.
Hey, wait, can you...
What?
I'm pretty tired. Could you...
I'm so sorry. Have a good nap.
Come closer, magician. I see you have your magic suitcase full of your tricks.
Of course I do. I carry it with me everywhere.
Something smells delicious in that suitcase.
I think you know what it is. It's magic.
Magic smells delicious.
The best smell in the entire world.
People have gotten so fat on magic that they burst from magic happiness.
That is how I want to die, Target. That is why I am here.
Do you know what you're asking?
Yes, I am asking to die of an overdose of magic.
Do you even know what that means?
Yes, no.
It's excruciatingly painful, but also blissful at the same time.
It sounds like marriage.
Marriage can be magical too. I don't know what that means, but
look at all the cards and rabbits.
sorry, they jump out every once in a while.
You have 3.14159 in there.
Yes, that never-ending number.
It's infinite.
22 divided by 7.
That's not the same as that's 3.33333333.
Oh, I bought this online. I got the wrong thing.
Don't ever trust Wikipedia.
Oh. Maybe my name should be Tony, not such a good buyer Williams. Bad consumer Williams.
No, Tony, no. It should not be so. Next you will tell me that abracadabra doesn't work.
Tony, I'm sorry, I'm late.
Oh, it's the absorbent girl.
I've had a very stressful day. And I had to stop and buy a bunch of bananas. It's a long story.
Would you like some water?
No.
Well, I'll get back to you on what you want.
I want to explode.
I got that.
Goodbye.
Just gotta get online and buy some.
Tony, I don't think I can be your assistant anymore.
What are you talking about? Did you hit the red button? You didn't hit the red button, did
No,
you?
I did hit the red button.
Okay, good.
But I'm having a lot of anxiety about being cut in half.
That's totally understandable.
I think if people see my insides, they're gonna see that I'm not like everyone else.
What do you mean you're not like everybody else?
I think I might be woven. A bean just fell by your foot.
It's a magic bean. It grows a beanstalk. What do you mean woven? That's truly magical.
It makes me a freak.
No, you're not a freak. If you're truly woven, then you're truly beautiful. And truly unique. And truly magical.
I just want to fit in somewhere. I just want to find my place.
You know what? On Tuesday nights, all the magicians in town get together and we have lattes and stuff like that.
I don't drink coffee.
No, I'm not inviting you because you're not a magician, but we all feel like freaks and outsiders because we're magical.
But I'm not invited?
No, maybe I can smuggle you in sometime. But you gotta have a card and there's an initiation process, which you can't talk about. But I just want you to know that you are awesome. And you're going to be the most awesome magician's assistant. And not only that, we can market us as Tony Magic Williams and his woven assistant. See the woven girl.
You don't think everyone will laugh at me?
Why would they laugh at something so beautiful?
I just feel like most people, when they perform, they have someone there to cheer them on. And I don't think anyone's going to come to see me.
I will be there to see you. Even though I'll be cutting you in half, I will be seeing you. I'll be cheering you on.
Okay.
All right, let's get to the back of the Walgreens and work on the train.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
First rule of Magician's Club is you don't talk about Magician's Club. All right, time for our next reader. Our next reader is Mary Putnam.
Hello, my name is Mary. I got inspired by my life, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna start the story. My life from coming from Ethiopia to America. It was a long trip and many things were different, but I enjoyed it. I was young, so I wasn't that close to many people, but it was hard for me to let go of my grandma, who took care of me when my mom wasn't there. When I met my adoptive parents, I knew they were going to be my parents the second I saw them. The way they smiled at me. They were trying to act calm, but they were crying. I was 5 years old and I was excited for the journey. I was so outgoing, but I didn't even speak English. I talked to everyone. It was weird for me to get used to crazy things American people did. They ate with silverware. Later I found out they had traffic lights. I got used to it very quickly. I was on a plane for 27 hours. I was really impatient. I didn't want to put on my seatbelt. I cried, I laughed, and I made fun of the guy behind me snoring. My parents tried to calm me down, but they were laughing hysterically. We got to the airport. My aunt picked us up, and I got to meet her. She started driving me to this huge mansion. Now it seems like a tiny house. But at that moment, my room was the whole size of my house in Ethiopia. When I was younger, I loved doing activities like sports and games. I grew out of Amharic very quickly and learned English. One of the things I miss most about Ethiopia is the delicious food with all the spices and sauces and being welcomed with open arms. But what I love about America is my parents, my friends, my amazing schools, Adams Elementary and Morningside Academy, and being welcomed with and coming to BFI.
Thank you, Mary. Next up, we have Ricardo Garango.
So this story I wrote in a workshop that was about time traveling through Greenwood. So this story is called You Wouldn't Want to Go to the Future. My name is Ricardo. My friend Max and I always wanted to go to the future. Then we did something very unexpected. We built a time machine. It took 3 whole years, but finally we were able to take the first step into the future. Max and I went inside the time traveler. It was a bit dark except for the tiny light that came from my room. For some reason, it smelled like someone's dropped rotten bananas on the floor. That might have been my pet monkey. He goes bananas sometimes, Max said. Trying to ignore the smell, I switched the time to the year 10,000. Once we arrived in the future, I opened the door quickly. A green, smelly figure burst inside. That might have been the rotten bananas, I thought. The figure snatched Max and ran away. Great, I thought. I lost my best friend in the future. What can be worse? I walked to my favorite cafe in Greenwood, Chocolati, but because I felt a bit hungry. To my surprise, it was turned into a Starship flying school. I went inside, forgetting all about Max, and registered myself. 1 year later, a lot has changed. I was an expert Starship pilot, and I had a robot named 3Max. Then I remembered Max. Poor Max. I forgot all about him. Somehow I also forgot that I was in the future, not my normal time. I guess I was too busy to notice. I flew up to the ancient spaceships and landed on the ship that said human captives. I went inside through the emergency exit and snuck to Max's jail. With 3Max's built-in laser knife, I was able to cut the metal bar so Max could escape. Thanks, 3Max, I said. Beep, boop, rough, 3Max barked. Then we were spotted. 2 alien guards charged at us. Max, 3Max, and I ran to my starship, and we flew straight to our time traveler and stumbled inside. I quickly switched the time to 2015. In tech seconds, 2.3 to be specific, we found ourselves in my bedroom. We were home. The first thing I saw was a big pile of rotten yellow thingamabobs. My monkey's gone bananas, Max yelled. The end and beginning of a big mess.
And then the next thing that we're going to hear is part of a radio play written by Tilly Weiss, Amelie Whitesell, and Olivia Ann Jewell. Is that correct? Awesome. So I can move this out of the way. Whoops.
We need a checker and register 3. A checker, register 3, please.
We join our hero, Esmeralda Tra-La-La, at Ken's Market as she performs a benefit opera for orphans. Welcome to my performance to benefit orphans. Aren't I so nice? Of course I am.
Pink broccoli for sale. 50% off. Do the math. Factor quadnomials by grouping.
Oh, such bugs and goblins in my life.
Buy 6, get 32 for free. Possible outcomes for this deal are better than winning the lottery.
Esmeralda looks at Simon the store owner. Her angry stare bore a hole in his head. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? Thou misbegotten common-kissing pignut?
Neon mops for all those moments when you need to mop in the dark. Today, only limited time offer. Tomorrow, they go up by $67. Any system of equation, this is a no-miss opportunity.
Thou tottering, earth-vexing ratsbane, let me sing! Esmeralda raises her hand to slap Simon, but she's interrupted when... Neon mops! Let me sing! I'm trying to sing! Boy, does that crowd really want neon mops. Simon goes to look for neon mops. But as he shuffles through the boxes in the storeroom, he has a horrifying realization.
Oh, beep! I'm out of neon mops! Mops! Neon mops! I'm gonna get some mops at the neon mop warehouse store. I'll be back in 13 minutes and 19.8 seconds. Let me crank up my scooter.
Meanwhile, Esmeralda continues to sing, and now without interruption. But now, the crowd wasn't focused on her. All they could think about was neon mops.
Neon mops! Neon mops! Neon-M-O-P-S! We want mops!
Neon mops!
Mops!
This was a day of firsts for Esmeralda. First, she was interrupted by a pushy store owner. Then she was interrupted by a mop-crazed crowd. Then, worst of all, her precious voice was starting to fail. And it wasn't just that she was losing her voice, but what was coming out was frog-like. Meanwhile, Simon is on his journey to attain neon mops. Oh, this is inconvenient. Simon's scooter has run out of gas in the middle of the countryside.
Oh no! If I'd only put that cord 5 centimeters closer to the gas line, might have actually known that I was running out of gas because the gauge that I attached to the cord that
Back at the market. Oh, I give up! Nobody's listening to my singing and I've lost my voice. My dress is ruined and it looks like dirty overalls. Esmeralda gets in her Cadillac and starts to drive out of town on the same road as the one to the neon warehouse.
Oh, a car! Help! Help!
Will Esmeralda stop to help the man at the side of the road? Will this chance encounter in the middle of the night lead to an unexpected romance or a deeper hatred between the self-centered opera singer and the overbearing stone owner? Tune in tomorrow for the next episode of the Esmeralda Chronicles.
When is this magic show going to start? I've been sitting here in my chair for so long. When? I want to see the absorbent girl.
Oh, hey, French William. Look, I can walk now.
Guillaume, why are you on the stage?
I work here. This Walgreens warehouse. I'm just going to the crowd.
I thought it was a theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most magical show in the world. I am the great Samantha, the absorbent girl.
She's very absorbent.
Soon I will be bringing out the Tony Magic Johnson.
That's my boss!
And our first trick involves this hat.
A rabbit!
Now, we'll put that rabbit into a time travel machine.
I will put this rabbit into the time travel machine. Where it will go, nobody knows.
What?
There's no rabbit in there! How did he do that? Magic!
I'm right here. How did you know my secret?
What?
It is I, a rabbit who went into the future and evolved into Frenchie. And you know now that I've come back.
If you're a rabbit, where are your ears?
I evolved. I still hear very well. They are just much smaller now.
Show us how you hop.
He's doing it! Well, do you like carrots?
I love carrots. But I cannot have them. It is a 12-step program that I have.
Well, we have another trick
We have
now.
one
Oh, I
last-
should
we have
take
one
my
last
seat
trick.
again. I'm sorry, I
One
was
last
so
trick.
surprised.
For our final trick, I will be cut in half.
Yeah!
You will all see how absorbent I am.
Okay.
Where is Pops? You would think he would want to be here for this show.
It's all right. Pops couldn't make it.
That's not true, Samantha!
Oh, a horse on stage!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's going to upstage everything. You know what they say, never work with animals or children.
Pops, you made it. I didn't think you would come.
Samantha, I have to tell you something.
What?
I remember now. I remember the night that I wove you.
Really?
Yes. Yes. It was a night of love and creativity and very good fabrics.
So you're saying I don't really have a mom who got sucked out of...
I'm saying that you may not be mine by birth, but you are mine by life. And I love you.
You love me? I love you too, Bob.
So beautiful. I love you, Julia. Don't you cut my daughter in half. I love you, Julia.
Oh, I love you too. Let me take you up to the stage. Although you seem to be walking much better.
Oh, but I like this more.
Oh, my squid-legged boy. How an evolved rabbit had a squid-legged boy as a child, I will never know. It must be magic.
It must be. It's your explanation.
This is the best magic show you've ever done. We've all been welcomed with open arms, and I really feel the love.
I wove you too. That was also the worst pun I ever.
Who's hungry?
I could eat a horse.
I got a saw.
An ice horse.
I could go for Ethiopian food.
I was thinking calamari.
Calamari!
volunteering at the Bureau for Fearless Ideas or donating to the Bureau of Fearless Ideas. They're a wonderful organization just a few doors up the street. If you would like to see us again, also for a good cause, we will be at Jet City Improv on Sunday night as part of an improv benefit for the victims of the Nepal earthquakes. So we'll be there Sunday. And thank you so much.